Hey, what's up? The last video kind of just got me in the mood to talk about cards. As much as I love doing battle videos, I kind of want to talk about cards now, and I want to talk about altmile, mainly because I like the idea of just spitting out ideas. And I have seen people, I've heard about people doing different builds with altmile. Apologies. I've heard about people doing Jewel Knights where they play this card as a four of. And what other was a card? I think they played reverse, which is interesting. And they play it reverse like as a one of. And then they keep like a lot of the grades because they play Sword Me. They keep a base of Jewel Knight cards in, and the only G cards they use is Twin Sword. And I believe they use a Violinist. It's kind of all over the place because I know their main grade two, the main grade one base is they use this card, and what other was it? No, I don't remember where it went. Like two of this, I believe, and obviously they stick with having this card because it's really good. It's just to get altmile because you still want altmile. You still want him. He's still good. Still a good knight. Now, personally, I kind of want to just play the pure build. I've also heard people playing Seekers with this. I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I just like playing this. Now, to be 100% fair, you don't have to play altmile. You can just play all the other stuff, and the strides still work. The beauty of it. But you just won't get that added stride skill that altmile has. Which is sad, but I mean, hey, it's how it goes. And my brain has realized that this is the SP. Fun thing about SP, GR SPs, if you break them down, you'll get 1,000 of this currency, which is really good because to be able to craft GR, you need like 5,000 of the currency, and it's kind of difficult to do. But hey, if you happen to have these, and there you go. Every bit counts. Especially when you're not using them. While they are, it's nice to bling, but it's all future investment. I wonder, could I? Nope. There's only new cards. Boo. Fair enough. Whew, okay, so now that my brain has kind of refocused itself, let's talk about altmile. Altmile, honestly, is a very good card. It has one job and one job only. It wants you to get grade 2s when you stride. It wants to call cards from your hand to the field, and then it gives 2 units plus 5. And then it gets your grade 2s from your drop back to your deck. It recycles. It's really decent. And for that, it's just a really good card. It's very simple value, but that value goes even higher when you have really good cards to back it up. And those cards, honestly, like Violinist, when it's placed, Soul Blast, Counterblast 1 to call a grade 2 or greater, other than Violinist itself from the deck, that's insane. Let's say you're in a situation where your opponent has intercepts, or like even has one. You stride over altmile, call this out from hand, and immediately be able to superior call any card from your deck, grade 2 or greater. There's only one card you want to get to be able to get rid of an intercept. Easy money. Blaster Blade Spirit. When placed from deck, counterblast one to retire a grade 2 or greater. Easy money. But then we have other cards that are really decent in this deck too. Knight of Fragment has a GB1 skill. During your turn, if you have 2 or more grade 2 rear guards, this unit gets +2, and then the following ability. When it hits the vanguard, soul charge, counter charge. That's amazingly good. It is locked behind that GB1 skill, but honestly, you can get away with it. It's really decent. And then, of course, a card they had to make sure that it was a triple rare was Knight of Twin Sword. When this unit attacks a vanguard, if it's boosted, that's a very important keyword. If boosted, counterblast 1 to call a grade 2 other than your Knight of Twin Swords from your deck. So that same strategy that I was just talking about with Violinist, same thing. Easy. Another card that people have been using, and I use as like a one of, is Tat Goal. GB1. This unit has boost. Grade 2 boost. Easy. I love it. And we're going to deconstruct this because I don't need it. Now, a card that I was kind of hoping we'd get, but then again I realized like the better version of this card, Lavros, we get a better version of him later, so that's okay. That's closer to the end of G, but we got a while before then. And I'm kind of using this as an excuse to look through cards to deconstruct them. I admit it, but oh well. Still talking about cards. Now, grade 1's obviously the best grade 1 in the deck. To be able to search out altmile. Easy. And Stridefather. Huh, didn't realize I have it at speed. Why do I have it at speed? I guess I got lucky with a pull. Well, you're going to get deconstructed. Because I don't care about bling. PGs, countercharge PGs, easy. Huh, I have 2 of these. Well, you're getting broke now. And then this card, the Pier, is actually really cool. Once per turn, when a grade 2 rearguard is placed, if your vanguard is altmile, your rearguard, including this card, in the same column, gets +2. Now, sadly, yes, it's only a once per turn skill, because if it wasn't, it would be busted. But it made it fair. Sadly, as of right now, there aren't really many other good grade 1s. I mean, obviously, you can just use the Felix as a, 8K, but still. The Stride. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot. Now, personally, as of this moment, I'm not using the crit, which is just the basic double rare crit where you can put it into soul, draw a card, and your vanguard gets +5. Same deal. I don't play it as of right now, mainly because I like having my on hits working. This stand trigger, a part of me does want to use it because it gives power to 2 units and you could easily put it back to the deck. A part of me wants to use it, but at the same time, not really. I'm in a weird spot with that. Obviously, I'm using the heal. The heal is good. Use the heal. Oh, and just so you're aware, the only real grade 3 you would be using is altmile unless you feel like mixing up the other cards in. Which at the moment, I really didn't find any other use. I wouldn't be playing Gas Lock because I'm not playing regular Blaster Blade. Which is an idea, but I'm just not. So I'm not. There's a lot of different ideas you could go with, but I just chose to keep it simple and just use these because, you know, if by some miracle I don't get altmile, which can happen, you can at least use him to stride. And then, you know, he's also a pretty decent idea. Wait a minute. Better idea. Because he has a rear guard skill. That's even better. Now then. The strides. Competitive builds have been playing 4 of this. And honestly, they've been keeping this ratio. And they've cut back on this. Now, to actually tell you what these cards do. When this unit attacks the vanguard, if your opponent has 4 or less damage, and you have exactly 5 rear guards, counterblast 1 to deal 1 damage to your opponent. It is basically saying, if you have a full board, just blast your opponent for 1 for a counterblast. It rewards you for having your board state just filled. It's not the perfect first stride. That kind of goes to Gabblade. When this unit attack hits a vanguard, call a grade 2 or greater from your deck. The key word is you have to hit the vanguard on hit skill. That's why I'm not running crits. And then we have Sync Blow. When this unit attacks, G Persona Blast, issue 1. It's a GR and you have to Persona Blast for it. Making it expensive. This card gets +2 for each of your rear guards until the end of battle. If you have 2 or more face-up cards in your G zone, it gains a critical. And all of your grade 2s get an ability basically saying that they can't be retired by your opponent's card effects until the end of your next turn. It helps stop Kagero. You still get locked. And you still get bot decked. And you still get paralyzed. But mainly it just stops Kagero. And anything that does retire. Which is still good, but you're mainly playing it for the crit. Honestly, until we get more strides, a really good MVP, honestly, is going to be Gobblade. Because he helps combo into other cards. As I said, the value of being able to combo off in this deck right now, huge. Especially with altmile being able to put back grade 2s, even better. Honestly, that's all I really want to talk about. Now, yeah, I could try to go into the whole, how do they build it with Jewel Knights and how do they build it with... Yeah, I talked about it a tiny bit and it doesn't interest me. Oh yeah, another MVP card, the starter. Because you counterblast 1, put the unit in the soul, call a grade 2 from deck. Simple. It's locked behind GB, but when you do it, it's fantastic. It's great. It's good. Not really much else I can say. This deck is fun. It's combo heavy and you got to think a little bit. But at the end of the day, it works. You can go super competitive and try to do the whole Jewel Knight thing. And obviously, I'm not going to stop you. But for the fun that I'm having, I'll do this. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, I do hope you guys will leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. And also, can you do me a favor and go check out my other videos? Got a couple now. Got a little more than a couple. So, till next time, peace.